Yo, yo. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mac Diesel. And I would say that I'm back with another video, but this time it's a little bit different. It's not just any type of video, it is the beginning journey to my podcast, And I've been really contemplating on this for a long time, trying to figure out when I wanted to start it, how I wanted it to be, you know, what was it going to be about. And I think as I go along, I'll start to figure that out. But I think for this video, it'll be an intro to the journey, the process of this here podcast, our podcast, me and you right here. This is for us. I came up with the idea, but I'm bringing it to y'all, and we're gonna work through this together. So, first off, let me introduce myself. My name is Anthony. My everybody knows me by Mac Diesel, Bubba, whatever you want to call me. Everybody gives me a new nickname every day, so it just comes with the territory, I guess. I'm 26, currently living in San Antonio, Texas, and I am a big, artistic person. Like, I love to be creative in different types of ways. So that goes with photography, art, music, even playing the game. Like, I like to keep my mind like on different types of things. Sometimes at once, sometimes by itself. Who knows? I'm just a guy with ideas. Went to school in San Antonio. Went to Earl Warren High School. Shout out to Warren. I also went to Jordan Middle School years back, and then I also in elementary went to a couple schools as well. Uh, Went to college in Tyler for a semester. Came back, did college here for about a year and a half possibly. Then I got an opportunity to go to Texas Southern University, which is my alma mater where I graduated from. Go Tigers. And yeah, man, ever since got that degree, and I have been working my butt off. I currently work for the San Antonio Spurs. I was at the AT&T Center, but then ended up moving to the practice facility, which is the Rock in La Cantera, for those of y'all that don't know or who are not from here. And yeah, man, ever since I've just been grinding really hard, like trying to get myself in a position to where I am happy and at peace with myself, as well as with what I'm doing and what I dabble my hands into. I feel like this is going to give me an opportunity to kind of showcase what I talk about and what I preach about every day with other people, as well as with myself. I want it to be something that's mine and something that I can have pride in, along with everything else that I do. I don't ever want to feel like, stagnant. I don't want to feel like I'm not doing enough, or this isn't good enough, or, somebody else is doing this. Like, how come I can't do? It should never be like that. Us as human beings should always feel like no matter what we're doing, we're giving 110% into it, and that it's going to come out with a successful tone, a successful attitude, if you will. So that's kind of just a little bit of my background. Now, as far as the podcast, I really want this to be a platform for, like I said, not only me, not only us, but for other people to come on, have a conversation, kind of express themselves a little bit, say things that they want to do in their life, where they want to be in the next 5 to 10 years, as well as like sports, music. Everybody who knows me knows I'm a big Chris Brown fan. So 9 times out of 10, you may hear a lot about that, but who knows? I'm just a messenger. But yeah, man, I really want this podcast to be something original. I know a lot of people are doing them now, and a lot of people are very successful with it. I think it's so cool to see people just kind of sit and have a conversation just on camera. I think that's what makes the difference with having a conversation with your boys and not being on camera versus, being in front of a camera and still having that same conversation. It's just authentic. So I think that's what's really important when it comes to having a podcast or, a talk show or whatever it is that people are doing nowadays. Um, but I think I want mine to be as pure, authentic, and special as can be. Um, I don't want to come on here and just put on a persona that isn't myself, because I'm a very laid back human being, and I'm all about fun. I'm all about, taking that next step to progress myself and also help others progress themselves if they want to. You never want to put a person in a position to where they feel like they have to just because you're telling them they have to. No, it's all about motivating each other to do better, and you know have some type of spark about ourselves. Whatever it is, it could be basket weaving, it could be tying a shoelace, it could be making socks. If that's what you want to do, I applaud you. I want you to be the best sock maker in the world. But you know, that's just something to name a few. And like I said, as authentic and as pure as I am, that's how I want my podcast to come off. That's how I want everybody to be when they come on my show. Um, and just whoever, like I said, whoever comes, I just want them to have a good time and enjoy this. And as well as the viewers, like, I want you guys to see who I am as a person, see who other people are as a person, and because I feel like a lot of times people are so judgmental just based off of one meeting, and it's not exactly cool to be that way. I feel that God has created us in His image, as well as an image for us to be accepted, no matter the circumstances, no matter what's going on, no matter what we look like, what color we are, what race we are. None of that matters. I think it's more important of us to have love for each other and just appreciate the fact that we're all living in this same space, this same planet, this same world, and just kind of, like I said, just love on each other as much as possible. I'm all about love and positivity. So if there's a situation to where I feel like it's not positive, or I feel like it's going to affect me and my attitude, then yeah, I'm obviously gonna step back, and I'm gonna evaluate the friendship, the conversation, the circumstance, the the situation. If I didn't say situation already, I'm pretty sure I did. But um, yeah, I'm all about positivity. So if I can't have that same value when it comes to you, or somebody I'm friends with, or somebody I've just met last week, then obviously I have to separate myself. It's just easier to separate yourself versus trying to plead that person or figure out, well, why is this and why is that. No, do for you. And that also brings up another point. I do have my own clothing brand. Now, it started in 2020. Um, 2020, 2021 or so. Somewhere either before, no, it was actually after COVID started. So it was after 2020. Um, the the brand is called Stay Royal, and I chose that as the brand name because I want to live in a world where people look at themselves as royalty, king, queen. You know, no matter what your preference is as gender. I'm not gonna dabble into that because that's not my place. That's not what God wants me to talk about. I don't see myself talking about that kind of stuff, but I do respect everybody's choice. I respect everybody's lifestyle. So, whatever you decide, that's on you. Um, but yeah, man, I chose that as a symbol to everybody. It's not just directed towards one crowd. Like, I feel like no matter who you are or what you like to do, you should always think of yourself as royalty. Um, nobody's more than the other. Yeah, we have people that make a lot of money, that are rich, this, that, and the third. But they're people just like us. That can be gone in an instant, no matter who you are. So, um, just to kind of give a little bit more background on that, I chose that for that reason, and it was just a way of making people feel good about themselves because life is hard, bro. Life is really, really hard, and it gets very challenging from time to time. And I feel like people are seeing it more, especially me being a late bloomer in the adulthood life. I was going to college for so long, and once I actually had a taste of adulthood and paying bills and dealing with all kinds of things that come with adulthood, I was like, okay, all right, like this is not easy. Like this is gonna come with some challenges, but I have to be willing to keep pushing, keep taking that step forward, and staying prayed up as much as possible, so that way I don't fall behind the curve and put myself in a deeper hole than I already am. Not saying I was in a deep hole, but like I said, I was a late bloomer, so it was hard to get where I needed to be, and I'm just blessed to be where I am right now, especially talking in front of y'all. Starting this podcast journey, I really want this to take off. I really want this to be something that's going to, you know, live on for generations. You know, uh, maybe I have kids one day and they keep it going, or whatever the case is. But back to the brand. I'm sorry. So yeah, Stay Royal brand. I I dropped that line 2021. It did have some perks to it, but it also had some not so good perks, and that was kind of like a learning process for me, especially with being in college. That was also a hard thing to deal with because I had to try to balance it, but it was getting in the way of my schoolwork. So it was kind of like, okay, let's put this on the back burner. Let's focus on school. Let's graduate. Once I graduate and in a better position with, finances and things like that, then I can start it back up. And so eventually it has now gotten to that point. I I am trying to work on putting those same clothes that I had before back on this new new website process that I'm going through. It's just easier to have it on a website that distributes the clothes for me, because trying to find a vendor and do this and do that is very, very hard, especially when you're not in the space to do it. Um, it's a lot different. So I felt like, let me using this website will at least help me for now until, I am in a position to get a warehouse, to get somebody I can trust to make it for me, or even like getting a machine myself and making it myself. There's always an answer to something. I did just drop season 2 of my line. I'll put a link down there in the description below, so y'all can go ahead and jump into that, see what's up, see what you like, and kind of help a young entrepreneur trying to make it, out here, trying to make a little bit of extra money on top of what I do now. And season 2 is DEFY, and that's it. Together is Defy, but the acronym stands for Do Everything for Yourself. So to me, that means, when I say doing everything for yourself, that means don't depend on other people to do things that you want to do. Don't depend on always trying to find an answer from somebody, or don't depend on, don't just don't depend on a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people out here have a good support system, but some people don't. And those who don't have that support system, that's the kind of message that I want those guys people to have. I want people to realize, there are a lot of things that we can do on our own. We don't necessarily need everything from somebody or somewhere. We got to get up on our own. We got to do the research. We got to look on YouTube. We got to read about certain stuff. And that's the good part about having books in our space now, even though a lot of people just use their phone, which is not exactly okay. um I'm guilty of it too. I'm part of that generation where I just like being on my phone all the time, but I think reading is also good as well. It's fundamental. So I know for me, I'm starting to trying to get back in that bag of reading more and just finding different aspects of life when it comes to knowledge. I think knowledge is important. It's gonna help you throughout your life. So that that acronym defy, doing everything for yourself. It's it's something that gets me going, at least when I get up every day. It motivates me because I don't want to be working for somebody the rest of my life. And if I end up working for somebody the rest of my life, that's cool. But I'll also have other stuff that I like: podcasts, doing Twitch, YouTube, whatever. Uh, that kind of stuff is going to reflect my self motivation. So that's what the brand is. The season 2 of Stay Royal is representing. It's just doing a lot for ourselves, loving on ourselves, doing the things and having the things that we didn't have when we were younger. At whoever's a part of my generation, like just adding stuff that we wanted as kids, we wanted to do, we wanted to have when we were younger that we didn't have. I know for me, one day when I am in the position, I want to give back to those who gave to me, whether it be knowledge, not necessarily money, but just like, just giving back, because that's how my heart was built. That's how I was trained. That's how I was raised. Never to just take stuff for granted, just being willing to be selfless, and that comes with a lot of love. Yeah, there are times where I was, treated a certain way and I didn't like it, but I never chose the path to be mean or be nasty towards anybody. So, you know, that's just like I said, the brand, the season 2, me, there's just more to it that comes, and there's gonna be more in these episodes as they come, as they're put up. I'm gonna try to do one at least once a week, just to keep everybody updated and everything like that. So just bear with me. I work a lot and I do a lot of other things outside of home. So um, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this episode for today. Like I said, I just wanted to have an introduction, just to give y'all something to look forward to be excited about, something that's fresh, something that's new, and something that's gonna, be helpful towards everybody else. Um, like I said, I do other things like Twitch. I stream from time to time when I can, and also, YouTube, this podcast now. I was very nervous to start this journey, but I think I'm excited about it now. I think it's gonna be something that's gonna be good in the end. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Please follow me on all socials. I will post them in the description below, uh, just so y'all can follow me on all platforms if you want. You don't have to. If you just want to follow the YouTube, please subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, man, that's it. Next episode will probably be next week. Like I said, I'm gonna try to upload as much as I can, at least once a week. What's today? Thursday. I think we'll have episodes probably Fridays, until I can build a schedule to where I post on certain days or whatever. But as of right now, it'll probably be Fridays, and I'll make sure to post as consistently as I can with my work schedule and my life schedule as well. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all being here for this video. The next one should be better. The next one will have a subject and a topic, and we'll dive into it and we'll get it going. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Follow me on all socials, and that's it. I'm out. Peace.